What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to show you the best solo builds to defeat the 7-star Tera Fairy Delphox for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You can do all these builds offline, no online play required, and you can farm it to your heart's content. And of course, guys, you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider joining the Pan fam today by hitting that join channel member button below. So let's just dive right into our solo builds. And our first solo build is going to be Mr. Heatran, or Miss Heatran, because it can be female. And Heatran is phenomenal here. And we're going to be giving Heatran a Shell Bell and that Tera type of steel, because we're going to be using all steel moves here. We're going to be going max HP, max special attack, modest nature to further boost the damage of our special attacking moves. And our ability is Flash Fire, which makes us immune to fire type attacks. We are resisting psychic type moves already, and we quad resist fairy, making Heatran the ultimate Pokemon, the best counter to defeat the Delphox. Now, the general gameplay strat here for the solo on Heatran is we're going to be using Metal Sound. It has an 85% accuracy. However, it lowers the stat by 2. So turns 1, 2, and 3, our goal is to hit Metal Sound, and our goal is to try to get 2 out of 3 of those to hit. -4 or -6 is going to be phenomenal for the rest of this raid. The more of these you hit, the easier it gets for you. Our main attacking move is going to be Flash Cannon. It is an 80 damage special steel type move, which is going to be stab super effective here. And we're going to keep Flash Cannon, and we're going to be getting a lot of damage done. And with that Shell Bell, we're going to get some HP sustained back, which is going to be phenomenal. So Heatran doesn't die. It's going to be really hard for Heatran to die unless the Delphox has a Focus Blast, which I call Focus Miss because it misses a lot. And we also have Steel Beam here. Steel Beam, this is sort of like our finishing move. Like once we have our Tera going on, once that Delphox is down like to -4, -6, and it has low life, you can use Steel Beam to finish it off. It's gonna be fast and easy. The only downside is, well, there's two. One, it takes half of your life first. So it'll take half of your HP and then Shell Bell will heal you. And it also is 95% accurate. So you may just be better spamming Flash Cannon. And I would recommend using a PP max on Flash Cannon so you get the maximum amount of times on it, because you may use more than 10 of these throughout the entire raid. Also, if you're lucky, Flash Cannon may give you a Spadef drop on the Delphox, which is a 10% chance of occurring. So if you're a little bit lucky, get a couple of those, you're going to be good to go. Now, our next Pokemon is going to be Surulege. Surulege is going to be phenomenal in this raid, and this is a little bit different than the one I put in my counters video because this is going to be purely for a solo. So I'm actually going to give it a Life Orb this time around and ignore the Steel Tera typing I have on here. You want to have Fire Tera because we're going to be going straight Bitter Blade this time. So we're going max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature with the Flash Fire ability again. Flash Fire is going to make it so we're immune to these fire moves, but also it's going to power up our fire attacks, making Bitter Blade do more damage. But the cool thing about that is it doesn't count as like a +1. It's just an additional boost to our fire damage. So a +2 Swords Dance and a Flash Fire boost is going to do more than just a regular Swords Dance ever would, which is really nice. Now, Life Orb with Bitter Blade is going to be phenomenal. It's going to give us that 1.3 times damage boost with the Life Orb. And Bitter Blade is going to do 90 damage. And half the damage we do is going to come back to us in HP. So no need for a Shell Bell. Now, the general idea for this raid is what we're going to set up a light screen on turn 1. This is going to allow us to set up and deal with the psychic type of moves that are pretty much the only thing that can hit us for neutral effectiveness in this raid. And we're going to set up, try to do like 2 or 3 Swords Dances. If you get hit by a critical hit, you probably want to do a Bitter Blade in between there just to get that HP sustained back. And our goal is to hit that +6. But of course, you could do it as that +4 as well. But +6 will be a little bit better as always. The last move here is Clear Smog. If it does set up like a Nasty Plot or a Calm Mind on turn 1 or turn 0, I would recommend doing a Clear Smog first, and then light screening, then using Swords Dance, and then spamming Bitter Blade until you get that Tera Fire. Tera as immediately as you can. You'll do that bonus damage. Hopefully hit you with a fire move at some point to get that further Flash Fire damage boost, and you should be good to go. I will say Heatran will definitely be a better option. It will be safer, but I think this one is going to be a phenomenal option as well if you don't want to use Heatran. I know not a lot of people have Heatran because it is a Pokemon Home only Pokemon at the moment. No actual way to get it within Scarlet and Violet proper, and pretty much most people have a Surulege at this point. Now, of course, we are doing solo builds. And everyone's going to be asking me, well, let's talk about Mr. Annihilate, Shin Akuma right here. Annihilate, it does have some problems. It is going to be weak to Fairy. It is going to be weak to Psychic. However, remember that Typhlosion raid that had the Shadow Ball and it was a Ghost Tera and I was using a Shadow Ball against us? Annihilate still won, so I do think Annihilate can probably win this. Maybe not as cleanly as either Surulege or Heatran can win, but I think Annihilate can still win for those people who just want to use Annihilate for every single raid. I think you're going to be a little bit valid on that. Now, we're going to go with Tera Ghost because we want to boost that Rage Fist damage. And we're going to go with Shell Bell to give us that HP sustain, which is actually going to be incredibly important this time around. We're going to go max attack, max Spadef instead of max HP because you really want that Spadef boost this time around for all the special attacking moves coming in. And it has two different moves, Dazzling Gleam and Psychic or Psy Shock, that will do super effective, stab super effective damage to us. So you want to have as much defense as possible. And the ability to Defiant is going to be really nice here. So if it lowers our stats at all, and it can, its signature move is Mystical Fire. Mystical Fire will lower our special attack stat by 1, but it'll also trigger Defiant, and Defiant will increase our attack stat by 2. So we're going to be a +2 Annihilate if it ever hits us with a Mystical Fire, which can make us do massive amount of damage, which is what we're hoping for in this case. Rage Fist is going to be our big damaging move like always. If you don't know how it works, whenever you take damage, this move does 50 more damage. It caps at 300. So if you get hit on turn 1, well, now it's going to be 100. And even if you die, which I expect we will die at least once or twice, the Rage Fist stacks stay, which is phenomenal. This is why this Pokemon may be the best solo raid Pokemon in the entire game. So our goal is to Rage Fist as much as possible, Tera when we have full health, and just pop off and get that Shell Bell recovery too. So for the first few turns of the raid, we're going to use Screech. Now, Screech is going to lower the defense by -2. We want to Screech twice or 3 times. We want to hit that -4. -6 may just not be possible considering how much damage a Dazzling Gleam and a Psychic or Psy Shock could do to us. But if we get 2 Screeches and then die, phenomenal. Because if it doesn't remove those defense drops at all, it's going to be crazy. Chestnut never removed his drops, so we were able to easily do it. So this may be very similar in that case. We have Focus Energy. If you want to increase your crit hit rate, you could go with this. Don't know if it's actually worth it, but in all reality, only 2 moves you need for this raid is going to be Rage Fist and Screech. Screech twice and then die, and then come back, Rage Fist continuously, Tera, and just win. So hopefully that's going to work for a lot of people. I'm sure it will because it worked in that Typhlosion raid. It should work here. And that Typhlosion raid was honestly a lot scarier and had a lot more bulk than this Delphox could ever dream of. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are 3 solo builds for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Tera, Fairy, Delphox raid. I hope you enjoy this. And of course, leave a like and a comment below what Pokemon you plan on soloing this Delphox with. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.